This is the closing profit for the day. It's right around $900 in profit. Hello traders, welcome to the Bitcoin Wizard Trading channel. In this video I'm gonna be making a recap of my today's trade. It's Friday, 5th of April. We have traded a non-farm payroll and we're going to start with the weekly time frame. The first thing that have made me look taking a long trade today was that we have already taken the last week's low and we still not touched the last week's high, and we are finding ourselves in this range here from a few weeks ago. This week we have sold off, but the weekly candle haven't been able to make a spike to the upside. I thought there's a pretty decent chance to see this week closing green or just making at least one small wick like this above this candle. And this was the first thing that I have saw, that the last week's buy side liquidity was still not touched, and this week's high was right at the open of the week. So I thought that there is a pretty decent chance to see the price going all the way up here, but having in mind that we are in Friday, also pretty big chances to see the price go all the way up in the last few hours of the week. This was one of the things that make me took a long trade today. What else on the weekly time frame? We have open fair value gaps down here on the weekly time frame and further down with the 50% retracement all the way down here, but we are too far away. Previous week low is down here and we're also too far away from it. So I started making analysis for the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, we can pretty easily see that last week's high, it's very visible, relevantly equal highs up here. So pretty big chance to see those high pushed at some point, and we're not so far away from them. This was another reason for me to look to the upside. The next obvious thing that I saw right away is this daily fair value gap that got inversed with Tuesday's candle, and yesterday the price tested it and start reacting from it. So this daily inversion fair value gap target, at least my target, is down here at this low, not yesterday but the previous day low. So this is a sign for me for a short position eventually. But looking at it like this, I thought, well, this is looking something like a bull flag. Again, pretty big chance to see the price go all the way up here. So nothing that I can see here is getting me into a short position and a long position from my analysis so far. What other thing I was watching on the daily time frame? We were still into the yesterday's candle range, so pretty big chance to see the price breaking out, at least from the downside or to the upside. We can also see a breakage from the downside and the upside in the same day. I was marking this yesterday's high and yesterday's lows and eventually targeting them. And this is all for the daily time frame. Actually nothing more clear to see here, so I got to the smaller time frame, which is 4 hour. And on the 4 hour time frame, actually I have missed this equal lows down here on the 4 hour. I have spotted them on the 1 hour time frame. I didn't see that on the 1 hour they were completely equal. What else did I see? This 4 hour inversion fair value gap that almost got inversed with this candle down here, but it actually fell getting inversed. I was thinking, if I was going to take this inversion fair value gap, so this is the fair value gap and this is how it looked like, the price was still down here somewhere, and if I was taking this inversion fair value gap as an opportunity for a short position, I would have liked to see this fair value gap being inversed with one candle only, not with one, trying one, and after that second, and now third. So I was not taking this 4-hour fair value gap as a short opportunity and eventually rejecting the price lower, further to the downside. And that's why I have removed from my charts. Something else on the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame range is also the same as the yesterday's candle range. This is the yesterday's low, this is the yesterday's high. So we're finding ourselves in the same range. Those were the first visual liquidity levels that I was spotting, but they were too far away from the price for me, and I wasn't expecting the price to reach them because the price was right around here, around the event. If the price was able to reach one of these levels right at the market open, then I would be considering taking some position against the market price action. Oh, one thing that I have saw later on my analysis was this head and shoulder looking kind of pattern with the shoulder, head, and now the right shoulder, inversed head and shoulder, which technical target is all the way up here. So that's all for the 4-hour time frame. Now let's continue to the 1 hour and see what do we have here. So now, right now, in this time frame, I have started seeing the first close levels to the price, and the first level that I saw is this relevantly equal lows down here. This low, and this low here. And I was hoping for the price to reach to dip below these lows here right at the event, but it actually did it around half an hour before the event, which for me was a bit concerning, and I was holding back my entries. This was the first visual, the liquidity level that I have spotted, that I have thought it's pretty possible to see the price reaching today. After that, I saw this 1 hour inversion fair value gap here and this 1 hour regular fair value gap here with the interesting level below this relevantly equal lows. This was the downside liquidity that I was expecting to be reached. The problem was with the buy side liquidity. I really don't see a liquidity level to the upside close enough on the 1 hour time frame. So after this here, I started looking at the lower time frames. Again, I was hoping to see the price dipping into this fair value gap down here, the inversion fair value gap and regular fair value gap, and bouncing up. And this happened. But the problem was, again, I didn't have enough information for liquidity levels to the upside. So I got to the 15-minute time frame, and here we can see that the price right 8 o'clock, half an hour before the market open, dipped below this liquidity level. So this was not good for me, grabbing this liquidity before the market open. I didn't take any action on this. It wasn't over with my analysis when this occurred. Then I saw this relevantly equal lows down here. Actually, I saw it later in my analysis after the event, and I wish I would have been seeing these lows first before the price start reaching them. The 1 hour fair value gap is inversion and regular is also a 15-minute regular and inversion fair value gap, which is starting to have a pretty decent chance of a bounce when the price dips into this fair value gaps. But again, I saw this a bit late 15-minute fair value gaps that were right the same like the 1 hour. What ended up happening is the event strike got further down, pushing the low of the liquidity grab that occurred before the event, and right at the event dipped into this 15-minute and 1 hour regular and inversion fair value gaps. I was watching it and I was hoping to see a signal on the 1 minute time frame. And my signal on the 1 minute time frame is so I entered right away and put my stop loss down here. The price consolidate for a bit, start pushing up, it start reaching this level, and then I saw it before the price push up here, this inverted head and shoulder pattern, which is shoulder, head, shoulder. And we have slowly pushed again higher. Then we have reached this 15-minute inversion fair value gap here, which reacted to the price pretty nicely. I took some profit. I have taken more than half of my position, but not 2/3. So I saw that the hourly candle is about to close around here, and I was expecting this correction to the downside, but the hourly chart was and this is not good for me. If the price closes like this after 20 seconds, I will be considering taking another portion of my position. And right now my stop loss is finding itself right here. It's kind of a market structure stop loss. So right now the price start dipping below. I'm taking some more, and on the next bounce my stop loss will be even higher, and I think this is the next bounce. So let's make my fourth take profit here. Usually I don't exit partials like this. I usually take at least 50% or 2/3 of my position when we reach our take profit level. The problem today is that this is not good enough liquidity level for me. I still think the price will reach yesterday's high, and that's why I'm still in a position and hoping that the price will go all the way up here. If I have a chance to take some nice profit with what's left of my position, I will be happy taking it. So right now I think the price will start turning to the downside, at least making some bigger consolidation around here before eventually continuing to the upside. So let's see if the price will reach my stop loss. My stop loss is below here because when I see the price closing below this double inversion fair value gap, there is a pretty big chance to see the price continue further lower. And also if we are going to see another bounce continuing higher, there's a pretty big chance to see it from this fair value double inversion fair value gap here. And if this fair value gap can't hold the price, it will maybe continue further to the downside. Here are my exact entries on the Binance futures market: Bitcoin versus USD, coin multiplier, perpetual futures, and here are my 5 exits. The first one is here, second one here, third one here, fourth one, and the last exit around here. Here you can see the exact time. This is actually my local time here of the entries. So 0.5 BTC is the first entry down here, and the last exit is here with the rest of the position. And this is the position history. The average entry price to the upside, 66,952 USD. and the average exit price is 68,159 USD. This is the closing profit for the day. Here's the date, and it's 0.0132 BTCs, which is, when we calculate it on the momentum price of the BTC, 68,100 and almost $60. It's right around $900 in profit. You can watch the full recap video on my Discord channel, and also if you want to watch me take these trades live, you can subscribe to my Discord. I hope you found this helpful. If you like this kind of a content, please consider liking, subscribing. See you on the next one.